Well, Chelsea has gone ahead to displace Arsenal from their position, and as it stands, Chelsea is really ahead of Arsenal. And how has this come to pass? It has come to pass after them drawing with Manchester United 1-1 at Old Trafford. And I know very many Arsenal fans were supporting Manchester United today because they need to eat that. A draw of Chelsea, or a win of Chelsea, could see them displace them all, really go ahead or go past them in the number of points. But finally, a draw has gone ahead, obviously coming through as the full-time result from this beautiful game of football, as Man United played against Chelsea at Old Trafford. Bruno Fernandes scoring a penalty in the 70th minute, and Moise Caicedo leveling it up from a set piece that was brought, and he went in for a volley, and it was in the 74th minute. 4 minutes after United going ahead, that's when the side of Manchester United found themselves in a position of really conceding. So that's how it really went down at the side of Old Trafford. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Arsenal put themselves in this situation to obviously lose points. To obviously be displaced by Chelsea after losing points yesterday when they are playing against Newcastle. Remember, Arsenal was beaten by 1-0 at the St. James's Park, and they haven't gone ahead to get back to winning ways ever since they returned from the international break. Remember, they left the international break on a high. I think they had beaten, Southampton, and ever since then, they haven't gone ahead, obviously, win a game of football, and that is the most worrying bit of Arsenal. If I told you an Arsenal fan, you know how worrying that is, and how it really haunts you as an Arsenal fan, because when you look at how Man City dropped points yesterday, and if they had gone ahead to beat Liverpool the other time, or last weekend, they would have found themselves in a position of really doing the needful and obviously giving us the best of the best of the game. So as it stands, it's really very important to see to it that we really go through all this game of football and see how things are really going to be happening. And one thing that people have forgotten is Arsenal is playing Chelsea next, and this result that was going to have to be achieved at Old Trafford helps Chelsea to obviously go ahead of Arsenal by 3 points if at all they beat them at Stamford Bridge. And remember, I think this is going to be the last game before we get back into the international break. And I think if you're an Arsenal fan, you would love to see to it that Arsenal goes ahead to obviously win that game and obviously get into the international break with a win, or really trying to chase and close down a team like Liverpool. Remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets. Mono Gadgets are dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. Just know that. And if you really need used phones and used laptops, not from Kampala, Uganda, from the United Kingdom, call them on +256 70 9988 665, and the rest is really going to be history in here for you. So that's how everything really panned down at Old Trafford, and let's obviously get into how this came to pass. And this means that we are going in for the head-to-head stats. Not head-to-head stats, we are going into the stats of the game and how it really went down at Old Trafford. Now, United had 11 shots, Chelsea had 12. United had 4 shots on target, Chelsea had 3 shots on target. 46% ball possession by Manchester United, 54% ball possession by Chelsea, 402 passes completed by Manchester United, 467 passes completed by Chelsea, 79% passing accuracy by Manchester United, 83% passing accuracy by Chelsea, 19 fouls by Manchester United, 14 fouls by Chelsea, 6 yellow cards by Manchester United, 2 yellow cards by Chelsea, 0 red cards to both sides, 4 offsides to Manchester United, and 0 offsides to Chelsea, then 4 corners to the side of Manchester United, and 8 corners to the side of Chelsea. That's how everything went down at Old Trafford, and that takes us to the table of the Premier League. And it's Liverpool with 25 points, Man City 23 points, then Nottingham Forest is really having... Nottingham Forest is really having 19 points, Chelsea 18, and Arsenal is having 18. Now, why has Chelsea gone ahead to displace Arsenal? it's all about the goal difference effect. Chelsea have a goal difference of 8 and Arsenal have a goal difference of 6. You get, Arsenal scored 17 and they've conceded 11. So they're really conceding very many goals in the previous games. And what is going to obviously help Arsenal from not going into the 7th position is Tottenham Hotspur beating Aston Villa by 3-1. And if Villa had gone ahead even just get 1 point, Arsenal would have gone ahead to be 6th, and Brighton losing to Liverpool. If Brighton had beaten Liverpool, they would have gone ahead to be they would have gone ahead to go to 19 points. And you know what that would have gone ahead to mean? It would have gone ahead to see this side of Arsenal suffer to the 7th position of the league. So it shows you that it has not gone ahead to be something easy for the club of Arsenal, but finally they need to obviously do the needful and obviously find themselves in a position of really getting to where they deserve to be as a side. So that is really very important. That's how the table is really looking like, and Chelsea is now 4th onto the Premier League table, and you know what that means. Now this leads us to the game that Arsenal is going to be playing at Chelsea next weekend. You know, Arsenal is going to be playing Chelsea next weekend, and that's going to be played on Sunday. So that game is really going to be very critical. And when you look at the game today, Chelsea really never really looked all that good, but you really understand how the manager does his stuff. He has a squad of 11 players that are not even registered into the UEFA Conference League. And Arsenal is going to be coming to this game of football after going to Inter Milan. You get, on Wednesday, they'll go to Inter Milan and they'll be playing on Sunday. So that's how hard it's really going to be for the club of Arsenal. So as it stands, I tell you, it's going to be an only die, not a do or die, an only dying game of football. And we'll be very, very, very honored to see what Arsenal brings on the table. And Chelsea going at home to play there, it's really going to be very, very interesting, because the last time Arsenal played there, the game ended 2-2, and Declan Rice and Trossard really leveled the game because Arsenal went 2 goals down before even half time. So that's how everything really went ahead to pan out at Old Trafford, and it was not the result that very many Arsenal fans would obviously fancy to get, but that's what really happened. And Arteta really felt pissed yesterday on the results. They went ahead obviously gate from the game of football as they obviously took on the side of Newcastle, and I went ahead and did the match reaction, and I really directed the blame to him because it was all about him. It was all about the manager, and I don't know how he really went ahead obviously come to this game. I don't know. That's why he went ahead and said we started the game really well. I think we were on top of it. We looked sharp, we looked alive, and then in one action, direct play, second ball, which they are really good at. They put the ball in behind with unbelievable cross and finish. After that, momentum changes. The energy shifts. You get, they say the energy shifts. They say the energy shifts. They know how they want to play, and it's clear, and then you get to options in that kind of game. We were not good enough and did not have enough answers to get out of that, especially creating the treat that we needed. So at the end, you are reliant on 2 or 3 big chances that we had with Mikel, 2 with Declan Rice, and 1 with Gabi. Not enough threat to change the game in any moment and win it. That's the frustrating part, but credit to them as well for what they did. So it's really, 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 very, very threatening for the club of Arsenal. And if at all you're a fan, you obviously feel like something really needs to happen, and maybe the manager needs to do it a little bit different in the game of Chelsea, because if they go that way, they might find themselves really doing what will obviously make them cry. But you have to really give us a benefit of them playing Chelsea, because Chelsea is not going to come up and obviously pack a bus like what Newcastle did. Chelsea will play an open game like they've done today at Old Trafford, and it will depend on who really gets out Carl Palmer. And today, United used Manuel Ugarte to get Carl Palmer out of that game, and he was really hunting him everywhere on the pitch. You understand? Because he's the man responsible for the magic of Chelsea. that is it. So your thoughts on to Chelsea displacing Arsenal from the third position, and now I think Arsenal now fifth. I welcome in the comment section below. Rokan David is my name. We out for now. See you later, my mate.